Right. Let's try that once again. This isn't really the kind of game where I like seeing some of the same footage over and over as we do the same thing again and again. Still, we've gotten to a point where I need multiple tries to get the job done. Here's hoping the third time is a charm, or at least the moment when we make some more progress before we hit the next roadblock. At least it seems the SAX's range of vision isn't as long as ours. I suppose that's something. Not that it helps all that much when we have no choice but to go right past the damn thing as it's trying to kill us. Well, we certainly managed to get by her this time with less damage than before. Guess this means I'm a lot less likely to die before saving this time. Mostly because I'm more willing to go to a save point when I've got a decent amount of health to work with. Well, if nothing else, these bugs are making the ice missiles feel a bit less ridiculous, since we need them to stay still so they don't ram into us. Of course, it helps if we land our hit before they do. And we're approximately back to the point where I got killed last time. Didn't take long, but I'd rather make progress, rather than just retrace our steps with fewer injuries. And it's going to be easier to do that after we save. And look at that, didn't even need to load the game again. Maybe that means we won't die again anytime soon. Bloody hell, that one bug really wants to make our day tougher, doesn't he? And of course, we have more bugs the further up we go. It's actually kind of surprising that it took so long for the X to use bug forms like this, but then, I'm far too used to monsters that assimilate people having bug-style traits. It's practically a contractual obligation at this point, isn't it? Okay, we may have more health than the end of the previous clip, but that isn't saying much. That's quite a number of empty energy tanks we've got here. Well, at least we're going to get a good amount of health back when we open the door, but still. And of course we need to find our way to the bloody door. Right. Definitely can sympathize with the bug that's completely stuck over there. And the power bomb doesn't open up anything that I can see. It just put that bug out of its misery and let the X inside it move somewhere else. Well, at least we finally made it to the door. Oh, hell, I remember this boss. In most playthroughs, this one gives me far more trouble than he's worth. Maybe I'm just being paranoid using another save state. Still, the gimmick here is the damn thing will keep sending us into environmental hazards. Yeah, those flowers don't give a damn if you didn't actually fall into them. Oh god. Technically, I know this isn't as bad as when we fought against Mother Brain in Zero Mission, but I'm certainly getting flashbacks to that. That music is way too calm considering I'm feeling so damn threatened here. Well, at least we're making progress now. Progress that led to the thing getting a different means of attack when we've banged it up pretty badly. But, wish I had something more to say, but there really isn't too much other than just dodge the lasers, avoid the pollen, and don't go into the flowers in this fight. It's not exactly a high-speed encounter here. Also feels a little hard for me to complain about the X being a statue that somehow grows vines all over the place and shoots lasers. They've more than proven that they've essentially got the ability to become anything they damn well want. Right. Just managed to get killed by it when we'd essentially beaten the boss and we're dealing with the remaining scraps. Bit embarrassing, and I'm tempted to turn on invincibility simply because most of the damage we took was from the flowers, not the boss itself. But, well, considering how close we got last time to finishing things without cheats, it'd probably be better if I don't. Though, I did at least hover my mouse over the option, because it did feel that damn tempting. Just need to know the patterns when it's still a statue instead of an aggressive floating ball, and wear the damn thing down without taking too much damage in return. I've got no clue why the main form of the X that's controlling all the plants decided to go with a vine-ridden Chozo statue. But I suppose that doesn't really matter. What matters is we know what to shoot it with, and how to avoid a great deal of the damage it can inflict on us. I just need to stop thinking about how similar this is to Mother Brain, and I should be able to keep my head cool here. Right, that's one stage down. Now for the other half of the fight. Then we deal with the damn thing that actually finished us off. Well, that certainly took less time and damage. Great! We're trading shots with the damn ball. Not the most tactical way to handle things, but at least we have the health to be able to pull it off this time. And that does it. Another boss fight done, and time to see what Adam has to say now. Again, I'm hoping he at least mentions the pirates and Ridley, or at least has a decent excuse not to talk about them the next time we get to Anavrum. Well, that certainly killed those bugs in a hurry. Understandable, we did, after all, get an upgrade to our basic beam. Definitely great to be healing in a hurry again. I wouldn't say things are taking a turn, considering the past few clips, but it's still a bit of a morale boost, considering how many times we've died in less than an hour in this LP. Yeah, definitely feels like a good point to save. That bug is just annoyingly placed. May as well see what's through the doors above while we're here. Hopefully, when we go downstairs, it's going to be less painful than the trip up. Interesting to see, but I don't think we should go in this direction just yet. Okay, so this room doesn't seem to have anything in it either. Still, at least we've been healing at a pretty good pace at the moment. Well, since there's nothing in here, may as well move on. Again, really wish that the power bomb was useful in a fight in this game. Unfortunately, the only fight we've ever used it in the series that I can remember was the Metroid Queen in AM2R. If I used it in a fight in the 3DS game, I don't recall off the top of my head. Well, looks like we maybe have a fair few areas we haven't explored in this zone yet. Part of me doubts we'll come back to this sector later in the game, but I suppose I could be wrong. Given the fact that there are about 2 hours left in the raw footage I'm working on, it's possible, but I somehow doubt it. Yeah, and it's making the regular enemies easier to deal with. Something about the way he worded that just didn't feel right. Of course there's more trouble. The credits haven't started rolling yet, so there's definitely gonna be more and more we need to do. Well, you didn't have us go charging to the other data rooms that were being destroyed before. If anything, this feels like the AI just doesn't want to actually talk to Samus, just keep it busy. Which feels just that little bit more annoying, because all these briefings have been one-sided with Samus not saying anything in return. Come on! While a new player wouldn't know about the pirates and Ridley, the long-time fans of the series would feel like that's the hottest topic in the game right now. Again, I know that the earlier games we've gone through didn't have so much text telling us what's going on, but even the one-sided briefings from Medal of Honor, or the bits of text we got before missions in GoldenEye, felt more useful than what we've been getting from Adam here, and you could easily skip both of those other examples. But the unskippable briefings in this game? Ugh. Great, as if this game needed more things to make it feel similar to Resident Evil. Why in the hell were the Federation scientists here working on something that they literally named Nightmare? Manipulate gravity, huh? Guess we're getting the gravity suit from this thing, then. Then we'll just have to run around until we find it. First room to check is, of course, the one nearby that's kinda high up. Right. So apparently the X are back to trying to destroy the entire station. At least they aren't trying to do the same thing in the exact same way. I suppose that's something. Is it just me, or do the crabs have a longer range now? Again? I've probably gone through far too many games where you have to kill everything in the room to move on. It's just so easy to fall back into the pattern of killing everything when you don't really need to. Again? I was somehow expecting more in here than what we actually got. Well, things seem pretty damaged up here, and to a degree it looks different from the damage that the SAX did, which I kind of appreciate. And I'm pretty sure that Nightmare is going to be the thing that we saw and heard flying by us in this same area multiple times before. They've done a great job building up to this fight. Definitely looking forward to it. Hell, Nightmare, Ridley, and the SAX are highlights in terms of the bosses in this game. They don't come from nowhere. There's enough just peppered in the game to help make you all the more eager for that final confrontation with them. And the fights themselves, well, I can't actually say that much about them because we haven't reached them yet. Huh. Guess that red door just isn't a factor anymore. Oh yeah, definitely did a number in here. Though I'm oddly disappointed that the background isn't also pretty damn wrecked. I mean, sure, the hallways had broken glass before now. Why not have some cracks in the walls to help show this thing is an uncontrolled monster that is going to be the biggest threat we've faced so far? Don't tell me that a gravity-based enemy is gonna attack us while we're underwater. Okay, I have no clue how to react to that fish pirate thing there. And the ice missiles don't freeze them. Well, at least I managed to take that one down without being run down by the damn thing. They can't seem to dive down as quickly as they can move sideways. That's a mercy. And they don't seem to be able to aim upwards either. Part of me wants to feel guilty for taking advantage of the limits of our enemies, especially since those limits are rather arbitrary. But considering how badly the odds are generally stacked against us, it's hard to feel all that guilty about it, especially when I'm not even doing anything that wasn't in the commercially available release of the damn game. Well, at least we now have all the tanks, even if the last one isn't fully replenished just yet. That's gotta be worth something as we get ready to deal with the next major foe. As much as I like the next boss we're gonna deal with, I can't help feeling he deserved a bit more of a distinctive name than Nightmare. Just calling him Nightmare gives the impression we're gonna be fighting for the right to own a magical sword or something. Oh, he's definitely leaving a pretty distinctive trail here. Not that we have any idea how much further he's going to be from here. Huh. Why did that one give us a red X? I feel like I shouldn't have to ask that kind of question this many clips into the game. Right, use a power bomb to gain a power bomb. If only there were more reasons to actually use those things, like maybe in combat. Well, this seems about as good a time as any to call it a day.